friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how I contour and highlight, and this is the way it works for me. So thank you so much for being here, and let's get into it. Now, I have already done my brows. I use my GLAMOUR brow pomade to do my brows. And then I also cleaned up and kind of set my brows using. And I also primed my face with my favorite primer of all time. And yeah, let's get into this contouring. Now, contouring is it can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing, and even for me, I still kind of struggle, but I do it the way that I do it, and I always get compliments. So now I'm gonna get out my mixing board, which I really love this little mixing board because I got it on Amazon for $1. It's metal, it's really easy to clean, and I can just put, you know, many different colors that I want to mix into the different slots. And yeah, so I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Poreless foundation. So I'm going to take this foundation and I'm going to put some of this on my mixing board, and we're going to use that as our base color for foundation today. I like this foundation because it's not too harsh, it's not too hard, it gives you, like, I would say medium to medium coverage. If you want more coverage, honestly, you can you know, go over with another coat, but this is what I do. I know this looks a little crazy, but I already color corrected my face, and I use this kind of orangish reddish tone here. So that's the color I used around my mouth because that's my problem area, and yeah, I have a lot of trouble there, so color correcting definitely works. Now I'm gonna take my Profusion beauty blender, which is like my holy grail. I love this beauty blender, so amazing. I think I got this from Fashion Nova, to be quite honest, and I was so surprised as to how awesome it is. It's very easy to clean, and I love this stuff. So what I personally do is I go in with some setting spray, which I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. And I'm going to take the setting spray and I'm literally going to spray my beauty blender. Just spray it a little bit just to get it a little damp. And I'm going to just make a couple of dots all over my face. Now that I have my foundation fully blended in, I'm going to take my favorite contour stick from Wet n Wild. I literally just do a contour on my cheekbone and into my hairlines. I also go down the middle, well, the sides of my nose. And that's as much as I do for the darker color contouring. That's just what I do. Now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Yellow. I'm going to take that color and I'm literally going to go in underneath my eyes, down the center of my nose, my forehead, and the bottom of my chin. Ooh, 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 girlfriend. Okay, so we're gonna go back in with that same beauty blender, but I'm going to take the pointed side and I'm going to spray that with some more of my Wet n Wild spray. And I'm going to blend, 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 blend. We start with the lighter colors first and blend away. Oh girl, do you not see the level of blending? Oh my heavens, it's so beautiful. Like I'm like really stoked as to how this is like coming out. My contours always come out really nice. I don't do a jaw contour because I have strong jaw lines as is. So because I have the darker pigment from the contour on the puffy side, like the flat side of my beauty blender, I'm just gonna take that and lightly just go under here. Okay, look at that. Look at what we came up with, see? Contouring is definitely fun. It's a lot of work, but if you know what you're doing, you can actually get it to be really pretty and flawless. I'm loving the turnout of this. This is just the way I contour, by the way. I don't like it to be too heavy, but I always like a nice finish, and I think that's my ultimate goal with like contouring, period. Now to set this contour, I'm going to go in with my SACHA Buttercup. It's just so amazing and I love it. And I'm going to use like literally a dry beauty blender, and I'm going to go in and literally set the light areas of my contour. Okay, so we're gonna just let that sit there and bake. Let that bake, 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 bake. Now I'm gonna go in with my contouring palette. I love this palette. It's really, really old, but it really holds me together. And I really love this stuff. It's like totally awesome. And I'm gonna go in with this darker brown color and just kind of set the darker areas of my contour. Now, I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm gonna really take a fluffy brush. I'm gonna take my Profusion powder brush. And I'm gonna go in with that brush. I literally tap it in the powder, and then I kind of buff it out on the actual board, like the cover. Perfect. To set the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with my, which is translucent medium. I'm gonna take this powder and literally go over the rest of my face. Now I'm going to use another brush. I'm gonna actually go in with my powder brush from EcoTools. It's really, really old. I'm going to take this brush, tap some onto it, go into the cover, buff it out nicely, and then go over all the other areas of my face. Now taking the same brush, I'm going to dust off any excess powder. I don't like to bake for too long. I just feel like sometimes it can get really filmy, and that's something that I really, really don't like. So if you see me looking over to the side, I'm just trying to look at my viewfinder to make sure I'm in focus. But yeah, I'm gonna take this brush and literally dust off any of the excess. So now we're going to bronze those darker areas, and I'm gonna take my, and I'm gonna go over the areas of, you know, the darkest part of my contour. I like a really gold poppin' finish, so I'm gonna go back in with that same brush, and I'm just gonna literally dab, dab, dab all over and go over those areas with that nice glitter bronzer. So I'm just gonna take that, you know, darker color, the contour color, and go back over it. That's a lot better. Now the bottom, cutting your contour, you can choose to do that. I personally don't do that. So I like how this looks on its own naturally. I think it's beautiful, it's radiant, and I'm going to step off camera and I'm literally going to finish the rest of my face, and I will be back, and that's where I'm going to highlight and do all that shebang. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to be back. Voila! And this, my friends, is my completed look. I hope you enjoy.